Hello, everyone. This is Sasaki. I'm here in another episode of Around the Block, guys. For those who don't know, I am the presenter of this podcast, let's say, of news here at Vector Crypto. Hope you all had a great week. We are starting right here with the latest news of the crypto market. And, guys, this has been quite an interesting week. And to start off with some very exciting and interesting news, I'm going to bring you guys something that got me very interested this morning. I'm recording this on like a Monday, so I'm just starting my week, and I want you guys to take a look with me in this news right now. So, guys, I'm going to share this news so I can you guys can see with me, and also I'm bringing right after this also the chart so you can see how the prices are being affected by this. But the first thing is blockchain projects are facing a lack of appetite from the US regulators. This has been said from Austin Federa. Um, he is the head of strategy of Solana's foundation, and right after this, I'm going to show you something about Solana. But the point is, guys, it's another week that we come here and again talking about regulation, guys. Why is this so important in the crypto market, guys? Because without regulation, a lot of things in crypto are being stuck, especially in the US market. So Austin was saying in this news that it was the impact of regulation other projects is very huge. The problem is that when you have so many projects, especially in the Solana blockchain, without being actually reviewed by the regulators, things get stuck, you know, and that is something pretty bad. I was talking to you guys last week and also the other one about how regulation can be both positive but also harmful for this market, because if the US they want so much to bring safety to the crypto market, and I agree with them, I think we should have a lot more security for the customers, for the investors. But when you have so much of projects that want to be done quickly and not so much of regulation going on, you have these kind of stuck projects. And to show how this can impact the price of Solana's blockchain or even Solana coin by itself, I'm going to share my screen here, my chart on Vector. All right, guys, right now you can see with me the Solana. I actually have the watermark so you guys can actually see which um, pair of coins I'm analyzing at the moment. But the thing is, we had such a beautiful January in crypto in general, not only Bitcoin, not only Ethereum, but all of them. And I don't know if anyone has watched our episode from February. I was talking about these guys. Look at this very nice buyer volume in the financial volume of Solana going on in January. So this means that it was actually a pretty good month, not only regarding prices, but also the volume. Because when you have a high volume of negotiations, it's going to confirm the trend that you actually see in the chart. All right, so going on, we had quite a not so interesting February, right? Because it got stuck in kind of just like a square, you know. It went up, went down. If I take a look on the monthly chart, by the way, you're gonna see right this. Look. So we had a very nice January. It was such a nice green bar right here, but February was like a much less interesting month for all crypto. I'm not talking only about Solana here, but it was just not so good month. But the thing is, Solana had so far, because we are right now in March, a high on $27. All right. So it was rising so much. But there's one thing, guys, that is concerning me, and that's why I want to connect this situation in the chart with the news that I just read to you, which is Solana has not been able to surpass this area. The problem is when you have the prices in a resistance level that is so strong and so important that you have one, two, and three attempts from the prices to break through and they cannot do that, it's something that I started watching and see, maybe the prices don't have the strength enough to break up this price. And as a result, we see the prices actually going down, which is happening right now. Next area of interest area is this one. So you can see like a market which doesn't go literally up or down, you get side by side. But the thing is, um, if you take a look, you can actually see the impact of the news on the chart. So you don't have that many projects launching. By the way, we were here in January talking about this. In January, there were so many good projects going on. We have actually all time high, and that's why it was a very good month. And right now, with so many, let's say, I wouldn't say bad news, but not so interesting news, the prices they go like this, you know. So because of that, we have two situations. First, the volume is not as good as it was in January. In fact, it's going much lower. Take a look. I know it's been like 6 days in March, but you can see that volume is dropping so much, and that's not very good at all for an investor. So right now, is this is happening on Solana's chart here at Vector. Hold on, I'm going to bring also the analysis of Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are the most negotiated cryptos. But first, before that, I'm going to bring also another news that can impact their prices as well. So let's go back to our news so we can continue our updates, our weekly update. So um, the other thing that I want to talk with you guys is that Ripple CEO said something pretty, let's say, curious this week, that the crypto industry has already started to move outside the US. So, you know, a lot of us are not from the US, just like me, and we know that this is actually true. You know, even though the market is so big in America, in North America, by the way, outside of the US, there has been a lot of business regarding crypto, a lot of them, really. And as a Brazilian, I can say here as well, we've been companies accepting crypto, investing in crypto, soccer teams, and so on. But in order to um, explain more this affirmation of him, he said the crypto industry has already started moving outside the US, giving its crypto regulation behind other countries like Australia, UK, Japan, Singapore, and Switzerland. He didn't mention Brazil here, but I would say Brazil it's in here because if you guys don't know, in Brazil we do have some regulation going on right now, and we are expecting to have some updates in April regarding Brazil's situation. So the good thing is, guys, all the world, not only the US, are moving towards to regulate crypto. I know that some of you can think that, oh, this is just another way so then they can charge taxes and all kind of stuff. And part part of this is true, you know. But the good thing is sooner or later, all the markets that go big are gonna have regulations all over the world, not only in the US. And he's saying that it's showing us that the US, the people from US, and I'm talking a bit here about the Ripple CEO. By the way, actually, follow them so much. I like their job, and it's nice to see that people from big techs are seeing the movement outside of the US regarding crypto. So I know that there's been a lot of talking regarding crypto in the US market, crypto and Nasdaq and so on, but also crypto has an impact in companies not only from the US. By the way, there's a lot of companies in Latin America that are investing in crypto right now and investing seriously, huge amounts of money, and I can assure you. Okay, so that's actually good news that the world is going towards the crypto regulation. And in order to show you something that can, can calm down some people who are investors or even traders, 2 weeks ago, I was here with you guys bringing some news regarding the BUSD. I don't know if you remember, we have some chaos regarding that stable coin. It lost the parity for a few hours. Everyone went crazy. I was one of them, to be honest. And now we can see 2 weeks after that, that Binance is having actually quite a good plan for mitigate the BUSD ban, because the reason why the BUSD actually lost the stability. It's crazy to say, right? The stable coin actually lost the stability, so it's funny even to say that, but yeah, it did happen. Um, they are having quite a good plan. We know how big is Binance, by the way. Something to make investors more, let's say, feel safe and feel more confident about these investments is that Binance is huge, and hopefully, as a stable coin, is not gonna change anything towards BUSD. But anyways, going on, um, Binance had an actual partnership with Trust Token in 2019. All right, since June 2019, and all the DUSD actually became BUSD. That's when all the liquidity came off. Okay, that's what happened, uh, which was actually 4 to 5 months ago. That's why it became so huge. And Binance has a plan to make BUSD more and more trusted, more and more safe. And if you're wondering yourself, okay, Sasaki, but can I see in the chart some kind of uh, anything that can make me feel better? Yes, you can. You can not only saying, oh, okay, Binance is huge, they have a plan. Not only saying that. I'm going to share again my chart here of vector so you can understand here. And let's say the BUSD and analyze it with Tether. All right. And we can see here, this is the time, guy, when everyone went crazy. I'm saying, watching this live uh, was such an intense experience, But here we had this time when things went kind of difficult for Binance. But you can see how quickly it wasn't even for more, pretty much for 24 hours or something. But the prices went so stable. You can see here and how stable they are. So we haven't had an episode of the stable coin losing their stability again. It was in mid of February, pretty much 2 weeks ago, like I said. And right now we still have some volume going up here, so everything is doing fine. People are continuing using BUSD as well. And if you take a look on the chart, nothing else has happened different to other stablecoin. And I'm going to talk about this guy later on, so you guys stay here so I can talk about it. Okay, so don't worry about those episodes. It happens, and let's just hope for the best. Carry on, guys. Talking about charts again, I want to show you something. For all of you guys that have been concerned or a little bit worried about the Binance Pay itself, I'm gonna show you something. You can see here that Binance had a quite interesting January, just like the other cryptos. But one thing that makes me feel, let's say, I wouldn't say make me feel more confident, but make me analyzing better and think more calmly, is that we didn't have so much of a drop in the BNB coin, and it's still worth more, almost $300. You know, has been right now reaching the support area. You can see in the chart, $280. All right, which is pretty good area, and has been rising so much since December. If you take from the beginning of the year, it was 20% high. Not bad, right? And if that was a chaos, we would have so much of people selling it and volume so high that it would be uh, desperate, and it is not right now. Things are actually, they are actually in a support area, and things are more calm. Small candles, not anything going on right now, and things are more like quiet. By the way, this I'm gonna put an arrow actually so you guys can see clearly. This is when we had the situation regarding Binance BUSD. Recovered from that, and everything is settled down right now. Okay, so don't panic, don't, just relax. All right, carry on, guys. You always ask me to see a little bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I know they are the biggest and the most important crypto coins of the world, cryptocurrencies. I have been looking at it, and really, guys, from last week, I was also looking at the chart with you. Nothing much has been going on, to be very honest with you. Um, the prices are still not with a trend anymore, so we still have some supported levels here at 21K. Good news is Bitcoin is still over $20,000, which is awesome. That is actually really, guys. It's very nice, because for everyone who's investing in crypto knows there's a very important line below $20,000 and above. So Bitcoin actually staying right here is actually good. It's not bad, really. And there's one difference when you talk about the chart regarding Bitcoin. There's one difference regarding Solana that I was showing right now. The difference is that in February, 2 weeks ago, the prices managed to break through the previous resistance level. So we are having better hikes than before. You know, can you actually see the difference? And other thing, the bar of volume is going up. Look, this day was such a nice day. So many buyers here in Bitcoin, and things are going better. All right. For those of you who like to analyze and like to see on-chain data, there's something interesting that I want to share. I think I was talking about this 1 month ago, and I want to bring this up again so you guys can kind of study more. And by the way, if you don't use Vector platform, you should use right now, man, because this is so complete in terms of resources and tools for analyze your crypto. So I definitely recommend you guys use it. If you don't haven't used before, you have a link in the description of the video. You can actually get your free trial for um, 15 days and use in the best way that you like, especially if you are thinking about buying some crypto. All right, carry on, guys. You know what is interesting? If you take the whole history of Bitcoin, let's take the more that you can hear. It's we just had. All right, let me just um, zoom in. We just had two very important indicators are their all-time high. First, all the crypto addresses count more than $1. So this is in the blue color here, right? So you can see in history we haven't had this much of wallets with more than $1. That is good. It means that more people and more addresses have Bitcoin in their wallet. Okay, that is good. Also, the hash rate is going up. Hash rate, for those who analyze the market, know are pretty much top two indicators more researched by the investors. So also all-time high. So this is good for the crypto buyers, for the crypto mining industry, and also for investors in general. So this means crypto are actually getting more and more stable, and more people are investing in crypto. Regarding and is for an exchange, or in this case, we're talking about in wallets. It could be a hard wallet or a cold wallet as well, or sorry, or the soft wallet as well. All right. So this is an important indicator. If I, as investor, I always keep my eyes on chain data. If you don't know how to use, again, I recommend you to download Vector, start using, because on chain data is going to show you some interesting points that just the technical analysis is not able to show you. So here, actually, I have more than 60 indicators. Of course, this podcast is supposed to be quick, so I don't have time to explain one by one for you guys. But from here, you can uh, analyze, study, and take some good insights from all of these indicators of on-chain data. Here today, I'm focusing on these two: hash rate and addresses over $1. But you can see here, like I said, you have more than 60 indicators, so you can analyze the market and make better decisions. All right, but crypto is doing great, by the way. Coming back for the news, guys, something that I want to share with you also, we're talking about here about Binance, is coming up with another exchange which I like so much, is Bybit. Bybit is as good as Binance and is having a quite interesting partnership with MasterCard. I know a lot of people are so excited with the Binance card, and actually, I am one of them, because I don't know if you guys heard of that, but I was talking here um, some days ago, and Binance card has just arrived in Brazil. And right now, you can just use if you're a beta tester, so it's not allowed to anyone officially. But hopefully, in the next weeks or months, people are going to use it freely, including me. I'm so excited. But before this happens, we have this very interesting news. Bybit introduces Mastercard powered debit card after halting USD transfer. So imagine you can actually have a debit card from Mastercard for Bybit. Would be pretty nice. And the service will work with Bitcoin, Ethereum. We say Ethereum because it's the name of the network, but the correct way is to say the coin. So it's Ether. All right. So Bitcoin, Ether, Tether, which is the stable coin for American dollar, USDC, and XRP, which is also one of the top 5 crypto coins in the world. So the service will be available in these 5 coins. All right, you can use them. This is just a preview of the card, which is gonna look like. For me, it's very beautiful. By the way, it was very nice. I want to have one, to be honest. And the rollout of Bybit's virtual and physical debit card comes days after Dubai-based exchange announced to be halting US dollar bank transfers. So, if you wanna actually do your shopping with crypto, even though if it is USDT Tether, by the way, you can soon you're gonna be able to do through Bybit and also Binance. By the way, if you're watching this from the Europe, probably you already have a Binance card, and I envy you. All right, so very interesting news as well, guys. To bring something interesting, I think this topic has been uh, quite mentioned for so many months here in this podcast, in all other podcasts of other companies, but we again have Mr. Dohwan being let's say being mentioned by some authorities over the world. This time, Singaporean authorities, they're saying that Mr. let's say the co-founder of Terraform Labs. By the way, I don't even know if this still exists. It's supposed to exist still, but Do Juan is being probed by the Singaporean authorities. So they are investigating him, and hopefully he's not there. Um, what is going on exactly, guys? For those who, if you didn't hear about this, Do Juan was in center of the world approximately 7 to 8 months ago with the Terra Luna situation when the stablecoin went from $1 to zero. All of the investors lost their money, and it was kind of a chaos, and he was the main responsible for that. And because of that, US government, Hong Kong government, right now Singaporean as well, have been investigating this guy so they can actually know what he has been working on. And to be honest, he has had so many lawsuits, so many. I lost my count over them, but he has made no comment, by the way, regarding the Singaporean authorities. But hopefully, he's gonna pay for what he did, because a lot of people. By the way, I was lucky to be not in this group, but a lot of people actually lost so much money, both in Terra Luna and the stablecoin that he had uh, at his company, which was called Terraform Labs. All right, so just in case you see in Singapore, you're holidaying there, you can tell the authorities that you actually saw the one, and he's going to be in trouble. All right, guys, I think you have 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to bring you something. The last news, I promise you guys. Um, Snoop Dogg has been quite interesting a singer regarding the metaverse. He has had some appearances there. He's involved with some projects, and recently uh, we saw something very interesting. Snoop Dogg was revealed as a co-founder of a live stream platform from Web3. Yeah, so it seems like he really likes the Web3 um, space. So he really likes this metaverse stuff, and he was one of the first famous people to actually go with NFTs. By the way, and he brought a lot of people with him because he's so famous, and it was very interesting to see that he's still involved with this live streaming app. It's called Schiller. I'm sorry if my pronunciation is not perfect, but it's called Schiller, by the way, and it's another Web3 partnership to do some live stream content. And so I always find it interesting because Snoop Dogg is quite a famous guy, and so many let's say activities regarding the Web3, metaverse, and all kind of stuff. And the guy is still working so much, guy. He never stops. He's still working. All right, guys. I think it's the news for this week. By the way, I know that this episode is a little bit shorter, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments if you like the shorter episodes, of if you want this to be longer. We can adapt to you guys. If you want to see someone being interviewed by us, some guests that we can bring, let us know in the comments. We are doing the possible to bring as many people as you like to hear with me. All right, again, if you are not follower of the channel, subscribe here at our channel Vector Crypto, and don't forget to claim your free trial of Vector. You have 15 days of free platform to analyze charts, use on-chain data, do some day trading or even swing trading, or just study the market. Okay, again, this is Sasaki. I hope you guys have a very nice week. I see you again on the next episode, and guys, stay safe. See you.